glanced back to see Abe greet a petite man, the two exchanging a bent-elbow hand-clasp. So much for Abe's nap. I thought I might have seen the guy playing at a bluegrass concert last June. I walked with Buck toward a line of chairs holding senior citizens at the rear of the crowd. They sat in front of the woods that formed part of the park, not far from the restroom building at the back. "Does your dad live around here?" I asked. "He surely does. Over to the Jupiter Springs assisted living place. Just so's you know, he's blind. But it don't hold him back none. The man is adaptable as all get out." We reached the group. "Evening there, Miss Vi," Buck said to a tiny woman who sat knitting. "Hey, Pop, this here's my friend Robbie Jordan. Robbie, please meet Grant Bird and Vi Perkel." Grant also held a knitting project in his lap, his fingers deftly clicking the needles through forest green yarn. He glanced up. "Forgive me if I don't get up, Miss Jordan. Once I drop a stitch, it's a lost cause." He was an older version of Buck, with the same long limbs, but way more lines in his face and thin gray hair that might or might not have been combed before he left his residence. "Please don't do either," I said. "I'm happy to meet you both." Despite the heat, Vi wore a red cotton scarf wrapped around the neck of a pink-flowered blouse. She peered up at me.
"Aren't you the girl who runs the best restaurant in town?"
Her high voice was as bird-like as the rest of her. "People do seem to enjoy coming in for breakfast or lunch," I said. "I'm happy you've heard good things about my place. Have you been in to eat?"
"Not yet,"
Vi replied. "Breakfast is the best meal of the day, I always said, didn't I, Buckham?" Grant asked his son with a toothy smile. "You did, Pop, and you'd be right. Jupiter Springs should 'a' oughta round up the crew of you and load up that bus of theirs, drive it over to Pans and Pancakes." A thin woman sitting beyond Grant piped up. "I put in a request for a lunchtime field trip to your country store, but they turned me down." She jabbed a long needle into the elaborate needlework on her lap. "Robbie, this is Nanette Russo," Grant said. "Good evening, Miss Russo," I said.
"Miss Jordan?"
She picked up a blue plastic water bottle with Jupiter Springs Assisted Living printed on it in white letters. She took a long swig and set it down with a satisfied look. I could smell the whiskey from where I stood. I glanced at Buck, but he only gave a "what can you do" shrug. "10 minutes, Southlick," a loudspeaker blared. "Are you ready?" A man in a wheelchair beyond Nanette began to sing in a loud voice. "I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy, a Yankee Doodle do or die, a real live—" "Hush up now, Horace," Nanette growled. "Independence Day was a couple weeks ago." The man looked bewildered but stopped singing. Instead, he whistled the same tune in a beautiful warble. "I'd better get back to my husband," I said. "Enjoy the fireworks."
"You'll come visit us at the old folks' home one day soon, won't you?"
Vi asked. "I'd love to." "Bunch of characters they are." Buck walked me halfway back. "Poor old Horace. There's a light on, but nobody's home upstairs." He pointed to his head. "He used to be a brilliant scientist over to the university. Dementia is a terrible thing, Robbie." "Let's hope you and I don't end up that way. But it comes with the territory of aging for some." "It surely does." "See you later, Buck." I thought I might very much want to pay a visit to the old folks, as Vi put it, including to dementia-plagued Horace, who nevertheless remembered all the words to a song he must have learned as a child. Chapter 2. The oohs and the ahs at the fireworks grew louder with each colorful explosion.